Hello, curious minds. Have you ever wondered why plants are green and what role their leaves play in keeping the world alive? Well, it's all because of photosynthesis, a magical process that happens in the leaves. Imagine this: every leaf on a plant is like a little factory that takes sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the soil and turns them into energy for the plant. This is exactly what we see when leaves develop on the stem of a plant at the node, each bearing a small bud in its axil, ready to grow into new branches. Isn't that amazing? The leaf isn't just a flat surface, it's a powerhouse for plant survival. Now, let's take a closer look at the structure of the leaf. The leaf has three main parts: the blade, petiole, and stipules. The blade is the large, flat part that we commonly recognize as the leaf. This is where most of the photosynthesis happens. The petiole connects the blade to the stem, acting like a bridge, transporting water and nutrients to the leaf. And the stipules? These are small, leaf-like structures that appear at the base of the petiole, protecting the young leaf as it develops. Take a look at the guava leaf, for example. Notice how it is simple, with a broad, flat blade. Isn't it fascinating how this structure is designed perfectly for its role in the plant? Let's dive deeper into the types of leaves. Some plants have simple leaves, like the guava tree, which has one broad leaf per node. But then, there are compound leaves, like those on soya plants, which are divided into smaller leaflets. Think about it. A compound leaf is like a team of smaller leaves working together to increase the surface area for photosynthesis. This is an adaptation that helps the plant survive in different environments. Isn't nature amazing in its ability to modify a structure for better efficiency? Just look at how the leaves of a China rose are compound, with multiple leaflets attached to a single petiole. Now, let's explore the venation patterns of leaves. Have you ever noticed the veins on a leaf? Well, the pattern of veins is different in dicots and monocots. In dicots, like mustard or China rose, the veins form a reticulate pattern, like a web. But in monocots, such as grasses, the veins run parallel to each other. These patterns are not random, they help the plant transport water, nutrients, and sugars effectively. Take a moment to observe the veins in a China rose leaf. See how they spread out in a network, perfectly suited for nutrient and water distribution throughout the leaf. Let's talk about phyllotaxy, or how leaves are arranged on the stem. Have you ever noticed the way leaves grow on different plants? Some plants, like the China rose, have opposite phyllotaxy, where two leaves grow at the same level on opposite sides of the stem. Others, like sunflower, have alternate phyllotaxy, where a single leaf grows at each node in a spiral pattern. And some plants, like Nerium or Alstonia, have whorled phyllotaxy, where multiple leaves arise from a single node. Isn't it interesting how the arrangement of leaves helps the plant get the most light and nutrients? Let's now get to the real magic happening in leaves: photosynthesis. Every time you look at a leaf, remember, it's performing an incredible process, converting light energy into chemical energy. In the chloroplasts, sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, and water from the roots combine to produce glucose, the plant's food, and oxygen. The equation for photosynthesis is simple: 6 molecules of carbon dioxide plus 6 molecules of water, in the presence of light energy, produce 1 molecule of glucose and 6 molecules of oxygen. Can you believe that the oxygen we breathe comes from this very process? It's incredible how these tiny green cells are keeping the world's oxygen supply in check, all while making food for the plant. Nature doesn't stop at just one type of leaf. In fact, leaves can be modified for various purposes. Take a pea plant, its leaves transform into tendrils, helping the plant climb. In a cactus, the leaves are modified into spines to reduce water loss, helping it survive in harsh desert conditions. And then there's the onion, where the leaves store food in thick, fleshy layers. These leaf modifications show how plants have adapted in extraordinary ways to thrive in their environments. Isn't it amazing how a simple leaf can take on so many different roles? So, as you can see, the leaf isn't just a part of a plant, it's an essential organ that plays a key role in the plant's survival. From its function in photosynthesis to its various adaptations, the leaf is a true marvel of nature. Remember, every time you look at a leaf, whether it's on a tree or a flowering plant, you're seeing the result of millions of years of evolution, perfecting this organ for energy production and survival. I hope this session opened your eyes to the amazing biological processes happening inside plants and around us every day. Biology truly is the science of life in all its incredible complexity and beauty. See you next time as we explore more fascinating secrets of the living world.